Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eli Fishman from TalkingBall.net and YouTube, Eli Fishman Sports, back with another interview. Today I'll be joined by former Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Jon Pettibone. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on today. You were a second-round compensation pick by the Phillies in the 2008 Major League Baseball draft. You'd planned to go to USC to play for the Trojans. Can you talk to me about how it felt to, get that selection in the draft, and what was your mentality if you wanted to go play at USC or go play for the Phillies, and was it a hard decision?
Yeah, it was actually a hard decision. It was always a dream of mine to play for USC, so I ended up signing at the deadline that year. I think it was like the last week. But, I'm happy I made the decision I made, and it worked out, and now we're here.
You played 7 seasons in the Phillies organization, making it all the way up to the MLB from rookie ball. Can you just talk to me about the organization? What were some of the things that you learned, and how did they develop you? Just talk about that organization and, how you liked it.
Oh, I loved it. I loved every second of it. From starting out as a young 18-year-old to making my debut, I can't say enough about the organization as a whole, the coaching staff, the athletic trainers, all the personnel, everything. So, yeah, it was definitely a pleasure playing for them, and I'm happy I got the chance.
On April 22nd, 2013, you made your MLB debut. You pitched 4 innings against the Rockies. Can you talk to me about going onto the mound for the first time in Major League Baseball and that whole experience?
Pretty surreal. It's kind of what you grew up dreaming of, and when you finally get that call, I can't really put into words. It's just an extremely good feeling. And you kind of something you're gonna cherish for the rest of your life.
So you spent most of 2013 in an MLB starting rotation. Pitching every few days, traveling around Major League Baseball, going to all the stadiums, all the cities, and being a major leaguer. What have you taken away from that, and what was that whole experience? Being a major leaguer like?
Like I said before, it's a great feeling. Being around some of the best players in the world. I got to be a part of a pitching staff with Cliff Lee and Cole Hamels and Doc Halladay. So kind of just learning from them, kind of seeing how they go about their business. It was pretty surreal from a 22-year-old perspective. And like I said, it's going to be something I cherish for the rest of my life.
So in 2014, at the end of the season, you tore your rotator cuff. Coming back from injury, how did you think it would all go? Did you think you would come back? Did you think you would be here where you are in indie ball? Did you think you would pitch with another minor league team? What were your expectations for after you tore your rotator cuff?
Well, you always want to stay positive, so of course I felt like, I could get back to where I was. Obviously that hasn't been the case. Kind of still working back from that same injury. I didn't think it was gonna, be this long, because right now we're going on about 2 years. But it is what it is, and I'm happy where I'm at now. Starting to feel better, so it's just been a long process, but I guess it's just all part of it.
So you're pitching in independent baseball with the New Britain Bees in the Atlantic League. How have you liked this experience in the Atlantic League and with this New Britain Bees organization?
That's been great. It's I didn't really know what to expect coming into it, and now that I kind of see what the Atlantic League is all about, I've been very pleased, and I think it's a good stepping stone to getting back where I want to be.
All right, thank you so much for joining me today.